Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the purple box there is some mystery math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. If you'd like to try this, you can use the link in the description, and when you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Okay, let's start with a 0. 0 is 12, so that's off the graph. Let's go over in that positive direction. It's on the graph. So maybe a pretty steep line of some sort. Let's try a 2. Oh my goodness, and that's up at 12 too. So I'm actually just gonna sort of sketch those points in here up at the top of the page. I mean, it won't be quite accurate, but 0, 12 is somewhere up here, and 2, 12 is somewhere up here. So this is either a really steep quadratic or a really steep absolute value or some really steep trig function. So I think we need some points in between. So let's do 1/2. So here's 1/2. We've got a whole number there, so I'm not thinking a trig function. Let's do 1.5. Okay, and now the question is this a quadratic or is it an absolute value? What do you think about that? It looks to me like these are lines, right? Because from 0 to 1/2, it goes from 12 to 6, and then from 1/2 to 1, it goes down another 6 to 0. So that looks like a straight line to me. So that's what I'm placing my bets on. We could try 1/4 if it was, or 3/4. Let's try 3/4. Then we'd expect that to be at 3, right? So let's try 3/4. And there it is at 3. So I think we've got an absolute value function. It's just a really narrow one. And what that means with the absolute value function is that we've got a big multiplier. So and also it's not centered at the origin. It looks like it's been moved over 1. When you go over 1 in a positive direction, you're going to actually subtract. So this is x minus 1 inside the absolute value brackets. And what's the multiplier? Well, to determine that multiplier, I look 1 to the left or right, because, for example, if you put a 0 in here, at 0, this is -1. You take the absolute value of that, you get 1. So whatever the multiplier is should be the result you get. So at 0, we get 12. That should be our multiplier. But let's try a pointer tool. If you put 2 in here, that'd be 2 minus 1, absolute value, times 12. Well, that's 1 times 12 is 12. That's what we get. How about 1/2? So 12 times 1/2 minus 1. Oops. So that's a -1/2. Take the absolute value of it. You get 1/2 times 12 is 6. And that's what we're getting. So I think we've got this. Let's go ahead and reveal. And there it is, 12 times the absolute value of x minus 1. And let's graph it. Very sharp, narrow absolute value v that's just been moved over 1 point to the right. Well, how did that go for you? Did you get absolute value? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.